The Children of Williston Lane, Chapter 7. Lisa waited until the day after she was paid her small wages, then arose before dawn and packed her things. The sun was coming up when she tiptoed into the kitchen and opened the cupboard. She cut a portion of dried meat, wrapped it in newspaper, and stuffed it in her coat pocket. Using the pencil Gladys kept for the grocery list, she wrote carefully, "Thank you. I will never forget you, but I must go. Lisa Yura." She walked the 2 miles to the village. When the second-hand shop opened, she collected her red bike, tied her small suitcase to the back, and was off. The sun was just breaking through the morning fog as she left the village. The sign read, "Brighton, 45 miles. She was happy. She was going to London. She would go to Bloomsbury House and make them find a place for her in the big city. As the day wore on and the miles got longer, she was hit by a wave of indecision. Was it terrible to have left a house with caring people who fed and sheltered her? The captain's wife must hate her now. Gladys and Monty must think the worst of refugees. Would she even make it to London? But she kept pedaling and began to chant aloud, "I will go to London! I will go to London!" She entered the outskirts of the city of Brighton at nightfall and followed the signs to the train station. Her muscles were shaking as she got off the bike and limped up to the ticket master's booth. "The next train to London?" she asked wearily. "Not till morning. 6:18, platform 4. She fished for the required shillings and pence from her pocket and was handed a ticket. "Is that your bicycle?" Lisa nodded. "You'll have to wait for the afternoon train then. No bikes allowed on the commuter express." Lisa hung her head and wheeled her bicycle through the station, finally finding the ladies' room, grateful to see a small wooden bench inside. She lay down on it and put her head on her suitcase. She was too tired to dream. The sound of the flushing toilet woke her up. 2 giggling teenage girls in school uniforms were putting on lipstick and laughing. "Hurry up!" one of them yelled to the other. "You'll miss the train!" Lisa hurried too, grabbing her things and running onto the platform. The train doors were open and inviting. She glanced back at her red bicycle, said goodbye, and boarded. The compartment was crowded, but she found a seat next to a group of teenage boys with green duffel bags. She supposed they were being called up for the draft as part of the national mobilization. Their faces were soft and young. She didn't think they stood a chance against the steely-eyed Nazi soldiers she had seen at home, and a dark mood of worry seized her. Lisa tried to distract herself by looking out the window at the lush green countryside, steering her mind onto a more cheerful path of thoughts about the big city ahead of her. Waterloo Station was filled to the brim with travelers. The warm smell from a bakery stall made her stomach ache, and she went and ordered a hot cross bun. She made herself eat slowly so she could enjoy it. It seemed like the most delicious bun on earth. Following the careful directions of helpful pedestrians, Lisa walked the weary miles to Bloomsbury House.